As Hurricane Melissa makes landfall in Jamaica, Quincy resident Ken Shannon and his family remain stuck in the country. Shannon and 12 relatives have been in the country since last Wednesday. He explained the resort where they're staying has now forced the family to barricade in their rooms. Through it all, though, Shannon says the staff at the resort has helped calm the nerves of many of the tourists despite the difficult circumstances.
Another thing with the hotel staff, they've done awesome. They've interacted with the tourists and everything down in the lobby, trying to keep a positive vibe. They did activities down there yesterday. The Jamaicans singing and dancing. They did bingo. Just keeping everybody, trying to keep their minds off of everything and not to worry so much.
Shannon also added the vacation package does include a ride to the airport. However, that will all depend on the state of the roads.